Hi there, my name is Martin Stone from Switch On Health, and today I'm very excited because I'm going to be doing something that I only ever get to do once. Now, I'm joined today by Candice Towson. What I'm so excited about is that today I'm going to be interviewing our first ever graduate in homeopathy from Switch On Health, who is, of course, Candice. And not only is she our first graduate in homeopathy, she is also our first ever graduate from the college. So first of all, Candice, obviously, congratulations.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you.
Yeah, look, we're all really excited to have you as our first graduate. So can you tell us, first of all, would you like to share a little bit about your journey and what chose, what led you to study homeopathy with Switch On Health?
Yes. So I first was introduced to homeopathy when I was studying kinesiology. That was 15 years ago. And I always thought from that moment that I might study it at some point. And one of my main kinesiology teachers was a homeopath. So we did a module. And I was just really fascinated by the how you could give a remedy based on the presentation of the whole person, incorporating their mental and emotional and physical symptoms. I just thought it was fascinating, and I saw it work, and I've used it over the last 15 years. And so I guess it was just time to study. I started out with Chinese medicine, and then found I was using homeopathy more for my family and myself. So I switched over, and here I am.
Excellent. I love it. Your teacher, kinesiology teacher, it wasn't Christina Boyd, was it?
No, it wasn't. No, it was Penny Booth.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because we've got one of our homeopath staff is also a kinesiology.
Ah.
So.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Look, what you said about homeopathy and the, treating the whole person, and I think especially the mental, emotional symptoms. For me, this is something that, modern medicine just can't touch us,
Yes.
I don't know of anything else that has the ability to really affect somebody on the level of their emotions, their thoughts, their fears, even in a way, their personality.
Yes.
It's such powerful stuff, there's no pharmaceutical equivalent.
No, there's not. No, it's amazing. It really is amazing. Yeah. And when you say it like that, I'm like, oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
I love it. Great.
Yeah.
So that's great. So you started in kinesiology, you've added homeopathy. How would you say, obviously you've done previous studies with other colleges before. How did you find the experience of studying with Switch On Health on the whole?
I found it great, really great. I was a bit nervous about studying online just because I'm not much of a computer person, but I found the learning platform wonderful, and it was so easy to navigate. And the assessment process as well, it was so straightforward, and and if I had any questions along the way, which I did, or any concerns, they were always addressed with such openness, and just made it such a pleasant experience. And I love the variety in the course as well, and how it covered the homeopathy aspect, how it covered different ways to practice, so that you can really find your own way within the different styles. So great.
That's lovely feedback. Thanks, Candice. It's really good to hear. We put a lot of work into the content and the course design and what we thought should be included, and we do often get asked by people who know a bit about homeopathy, do we teach the classical approach or modern approach? And, really our aim, and I don't know if you found this, but our aim was to introduce you to different approaches and really equip you with, the ability to find your own way as you prescribe how you want to.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And you can use different, depending on the person and the situation, you can kind of incorporate the different ways of practicing, which I really like, to have that rather than just be one way. Like you can, really mix and match to the person and the situation and their specific condition. And
Fantastic. Obviously, you've been on quite a study journey. You said you've been qualified as a kinesiologist for 15 years. Did I hear that?
Yes,
which is amazing.
right.
And by the way, I love kinesiology. I think it's a fantastic tool. So I'm sure you're going to do really well having the two amazing tools that you can combine. So if somebody was thinking about studying, they weren't quite sure, what would you say to them?
I would say if you have any concerns that are holding you back, to get in touch with you, perhaps. And just nut those out. But I think overall, if you have an interest there, it's something that's lifelong, can be a lifelong practice and a lifelong learning, and it's a really beautiful thing to do. So I would say if you are interested, to go for it.
Fantastic. That's good advice, I think. And we often say to people, look, if you're not quite sure, just try it out.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Start with one subject.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a slippery slope. I think once you start on this stuff, it might sound like a cliche. I don't want to sound like a cliche, but I do remember my very first day in college, and I have to say that for me, studying over that 3 or 4 year period was life-changing. I never thought about health or even the way the health of our whole society, and I never thought the same way about it again.
Yes.
And you get that personal journey and personal healing along the way as well.
Yes, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
Great. So it's been a long journey for you already, Candice, but I guess in a sense, the next chapter, the next phase of your journey is just beginning. What are your plans for the future?
So I started straight away practicing. Just put a little advertisement out, and I've had 3 clients in my first week, which has been wonderful and so exciting. And I just love it. I love it so much. And I just will continue in this way online for now until I find somewhere to set up, and just to continue studying. I have a few little areas of interest that I want to focus on once I get going with my online clinic, and learn as I go, I guess, as well.
Yeah, there's always more to learn.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Candice, look, thanks so much for sharing your thoughts with us and for giving up your time today. And look, we'd love to get you back again down the track and hear a bit more about where this has taken you and what the next part of your journey looks like. Yes,
I'd love that. And thank you for everything, Martin. You've been wonderful, absolutely wonderful, and I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too. Bye.